So we're here with the CEO and founder of Every 2 Minutes, Erin Rose. Erin, thanks so much for your time and for meeting me. You're a woman in demand, so it took a few months to get this meeting.
Well, thank you for having me.
So tell me about Every 2 Minutes and the app that has sort of spun off of it, MySideKick.
So Every 2 Minutes, we're a public benefit corporation, and the idea behind Every 2 Minutes is to create technology that helps combat gender-based violence. And so MySideKick is the first product under the company, which is a mobile application that helps students on college campuses, along with faculty and staff, combat sexual violence on their campus.
So how do you go about even designing an app with that mission?
It's a process. The first thing you do is obviously talk to relevant folks at universities, students, survivors, all the key people to figure out what needs to be on in this program. And then from there you kind of meet with a designer and you kind of figure out what those screens look like, and then it's been a 2-hour process, and then you find a developer, and I'm a non-technology co-founder, so that's a whole other learning curve along with that. But yeah, it's been about a 2.5-year process at this point.
And you're rolling it out in pilots at
Correct.
different universities. So,
Yes.
so where are students using this right now?
At UT Austin in Texas, at U of M here in Ann Arbor, Michigan State in East Lansing, and Duke University.
And you have 7 components within the app. So how did you come up with these components, and what are they called? I mean, they're kind of catchy.
Right. Well, the idea behind it, what we found through our research, there's 4 reasons why schools are having difficulty addressing this problem on college campuses. So those 7 components were created to address those 4 issues. So we have the in-person peer-led trainings that were created with students at Duke. And then we also have our in-person sober monitor trainings for Greek life. And then what we did is took those programs and kind of took that and put it into a mobile application that they could take what they learned and use that in the real world.
Is it interactive? Can they communicate with others through the app?
So there's a couple features on there I'll go over really quickly. One is called Safety Pin. And so what it allows students to do, and faculty and staff, is to pin areas or things that they see that are deemed kind of unsafe or unsavory, or they're hazards. And then what happens is that when you get within a 1-kilometer radius, if you had pinned something, then I can see that on my phone and I get that alert. So if I'm about to walk into that area, I can make that decision of like, well, okay, well, there's a street light out, or it's dark in this alley, or there's somebody catcalling. I can make a decision to change my route. And then there's also where students can keep track of each other, so they can create private groups. So when they go out, say they're going to a party on a Friday night, they all know where they're at. And the idea behind that is really accountability, that you keep track of your friends. A lot of times when assaults happen, one of the friends gets separated from the group, something might get slipped into their drink, they can't find them, and then they're taken away. So the idea is to know at all times where your friends are at.
And how have the students been responding to the app?
I don't have to sell it to them. They thank me.
Really?
They said a lot of the comments I get are, someone's finally created what we've been asking for. And so mobile obviously makes sense because you have it on the go. If you go into a class, you can't take your class with you. Those trainings, I mean, a lot of stuff you forget, and so everything is right there on the app.
You were in Texas in March for some little thing called South by Southwest Pitch, which is incredible for a startup company to be able to participate in that. So what was that experience like?
It was amazing. I don't really know how to quantify it in words, but there was a lot of amazing things that came out of it. The event is amazing. I think it's been going on for 11 years, and they just take over downtown Austin. And with the pitch, and having that promotion and kind of validating, to have South by Southwest want me to come down there and pitch in this competition, that in and of itself is amazing.
Really, really cool. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
It's a big deal.
Thank you.
Well, I want to bring it back now to Ann Arbor. What's it been like to be a founder in this town?
It's probably the best place to be a founder. With Spark in Ann Arbor, I feel like this is just an ecosystem for businesses, specifically technology and startups. They just get it here. I think they're kind of ahead of the curve with a lot of things. No offense to the rest of the state, but Ann Arbor is really getting it, and they've been doing it for a while. I joke there's a lot of sleepers here, like people that are a pretty big deal that you wouldn't know that are around the Ann Arbor ecosystem, and they're here to help. The way they have things set up, like with Spark, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do the things I'm doing now and pay for the things I've been able to pay for that startups need, you know, legal and account, just all of those type of things. I've been able to do that because of Spark and what the business community provides here.
Well, Erin, thank you so much for your time today and for telling me all about what you're doing, and best of luck with it.
Thank you very much.